Right, morning you lovely tubers. I've got a day off. And I thought, on my day off, I'm going to actually, I'm going to take the Himmy out. And we're going to have a nice old ride today. She's not been out for a while. And I've had to put my mount from my NC on here. So I've only quickly done it, so you get an idea where we're going there. And it's a bit on the chilly side. We've got a full tank of go-go juice, £10.46 from the last fill. And now where are we going to go? It is going to include some motorway work. You know, which the Himalayan can't do. It can't do motorways, as everyone says. So we'll get on the baddest motorway of them all, on the busiest part of it. We're out a bit later today, so maybe it's not as busy. Oh, it's catching up on me, it's catching up. There we go. So the Himmy's on the motorway. See you when we're closer. Right people, the weather isn't what I expected it to be. It's supposed to be nice today, but we've got the miserable rain come on. So we're just going down some of my favourite back roads to where we're going. And the Himmy is absolutely fabulous for this. I think really this is where this bike belongs. On semi-gravel roads and little back lanes like this absolutely loves it. And do you know something? It's just short of 200 kilograms in weight, but it goes round them. It really does glide around the lanes really well. It's an absolutely so comfortable, this bike. And now today I'll be in it for a good 6 or 8 hours where I'm going to go. So I'm going to give you an idea. I'll cheat and tell you we're going into the land of 20. Who can guess what it is? Stick it in the comments. So we're going to head out that way. I did fancy the Yorkshire Dales, but was up there similar way a couple of weeks ago with Stephen. So I think I haven't been this way for a while, and I do. We know where it is, Wales, don't we, people? I do like Wales. No one likes the idiots that are running it. So we'll just have to take our time, watch the speed cameras, see how much devastation the idiots have done to there. So I'll put you back on when we're getting closer. I can't believe this. Sorry about this. So it's supposed to be dry today, and I'll have to stop somewhere to get some lunch. Alright people, we're part way there. Now, this is the side of the Himmy that a lot of people won't like. We're going up a really steep hill, and it just goes up like a tractor. You know, it don't matter how much power I put on there, it doesn't actually increase that power. It just tunnels its way up the hill. So if this is a bike, if you're not in a rush, you just want to get on and ride and you can look around and you've got time on your hands, you love it. If you are a spirited rider where you like to go fast and you like power on tap, this bike isn't for you at all. And this is quite a fast road, the A49. But the Himmet, she's doing it well enough, she's getting there. We've got a bit to go. Right, we'll come back to you. Little sections of where we're going until we get to the big place. See you shortly. We're getting into, heading towards Whitchurch. And I can't believe how many roads now, even up here that were 60 are now down to 30 and 40. It's absolutely, it's bonkers. They dropped this road to 40 now. We have got some absolute lunatics in charge of councils. Really have got some really potty people. Anyway, what was meant to be a glorious day is actually crap. And this is what it's about, people. It's tax collecting, isn't it? That's all it's really. Let's be honest about it. Let's say it is, it is. It's nothing more than a money spinner. Well, people, what's the Himmy like in high winds and high rain? Absolutely awful, to say the least. It's alright. It's like she does. You know, wherever it goes, in between 50 and 60, it's its happy point. It's just comfortable at that. You know what I mean? That 50 mile an hour is where this bike lives and it loves it. You know, for a 5-geared bike, and for quite high winds, it's quite breezy out here, she's doing alright. Not doing bad at all. I've been mad wanting to do this. Absolutely crazy. Because I think where I'm going, it's going to be absolutely miserable. But we'll see when we get there. Right, we'll cut you off again. Well, we won't cut you off again. Press the button and nothing's happened. So you'll just have to sit down these little lanes with me for a little bit longer. I mean, absolute fabulous, isn't it? And we might as well talk about politics, mightn't we? While we're on here. The Rwanda. £500 million to send 300 people. I've got to say, I would shoot every single member of that parliament. I'd put them up against the wall and I'd shoot them. And them lords, them geriatric lords, what is going on with this country, people? Really, what is going on with it? It's mad. It's only our money. It's only your taxes, you know. You sit there and think, oh, don't worry about it, but eventually you get to a point where the country will have no money. And I go back to when I left school in 81. In the 70s, when interest rates, I think we were up at 19% at some stage. My father just about kept his house because he worked all the hours that God said. And Labour had tax up at, I think for the very wealthy, it was something like, for the very wealthy, it was in the region of, I think it was 70 to 90% you pay tax on. So Thatcher then come in, and she sold everything. She sold all public services that didn't belong to her or that government. And, you know, they praise her out to be fantastic. She wasn't. She sold everything and made bunches of money out of in her back pocket herself with all her crony friends. So both of them, Labour, Conservative, Liberal, were all as rotten as each other. And I get reforms out there, but look at reform now. It's started to take Conservative looking members in it. If you're going to have a new party, make sure none of them are in it. Anyway, it does wind me up because I'm lucky. You know, most of my life has been lived. But who was it on the GB News? Button or Butler? What a little commie little cunt, pardon the language, he is. How the 30-year-olds will never get on the housing market, and how us older people have taken that away from them. That little twat has no idea. I paid my taxes, I paid my national insurance all my life. And he says, and you look at it when he says jobs and working. My first job paid me £16.50 per hour for 45 hours. Monday to Saturday, half day Saturday. They were my working hours. So that twat, pardon the French, I wouldn't like to say what I'd do to him. An absolute beggar's belief, them people. Absolute beggar's belief. People have paid taxes and national insurance all their lives. So when you get a pension, a state pension, and a lot of people will only have a state pension because in the 80s you didn't have schemes that actually that contributed to your wages from your companies. So you didn't have private pension schemes. That was only the rich people that had the private pension schemes, and who had the advisors to pay for them and give them an idea what they needed to, where they need to avoid taxes in the money. We didn't have that. My father taught me I was lucky. There was a company called Prudential, and I saved with Prudential, which is it is a pension sort of scheme, but in them days it wasn't. It was a saving scheme. And that money, what I got when I turned 30, that I paid into, only a couple of quid every month, went into a pension pot. When I realised about pensions, when we started being taught about that. So these morons that go, oh, we've had nothing, it's their fault. I know what I'd do with the people, and it wouldn't be a good thing. That absolutely, it is the parents to blame for these people. They're absolute dickheads that think, it's like homes, they think that we owe it to them. They don't seem to think that everyone that's owned their own home, they think they got it for nothing. They think in the days when a house like my house, when I bought mine, was about £20,000. But my wages was £60 a week. So pro rata, we're getting lost there, which way we're going. Pro rata, what I'm earning in them days was you're no worse off than you are now. In fact, you're probably better off now, because you've got more ability to earn more money. Right, let's just see where we are, because I'm properly lost and I don't want to. I'll go to web, I think. I don't know where I'm going now. My that sat nav is a load of crap. So Wem sounds a good place. It sounds Welsh, doesn't it? I am slowing down, I am slowing. Give me a chance. I think my sat-nav's give up. I think it's lost its connection. I know me, it's a Google Pixel 6a, and I think the battery now is starting to lose its life on it. It's even with the apps turned off, it's starting to. Oh, there we go. That'll do me. We're going to stop for a farm shop and a cafe. Is it open? Well, we've not seen this before. It'd be nice to get a brew. Never been here before, people. I don't think I want to buy my coffee from outside somehow. If it's, I really don't want to buy my coffee from a coffee machine like that. Let's see where it is, what it's up to. Take these off. Put them in there. Take my spectacles off because I can't see without them, and no wonder I can't see. We'll knock you off. In fact, no, we'll go in, we'll put you on, and we'll just please use the door. Kindle. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Say, I've just stopped for a butty there. That is a 9 out of 10 in there. Service fabulous, price was really good, and the food was absolutely excellent. It was that good, I couldn't finish it all. Right, is it looking any better? So what a lovely place that is. More farm. Right, let's get on. I think you just, on the Himalayan, you just forget time. It is a slow time machine. As we all know what a motorcycle is, it's a time machine. The past is behind me, I'm sat in the present, I'm going into the future. That's what a motorcycle is, people. Your own personal one. Fabulous. Whoa, these are... What? Absolutely fabulous. I'll tell you one thing, it is not... It goes well round corners, but it doesn't... It really does not hold like the NC, like a lot of your proper road bikes, to be quite honest with you. Now this is saying 0.6 miles, we're doing alright. Well, I'll tell you people, my battery just went flat as I was coming up, probably not been up this road before, one of the best roads I've ever been up. Absolutely astounding. As you go back down this hill, there's a massive rock valley with a waterfall running down it. I half and half want to turn around and go back. It's that good. But we've got a target to meet, we've got to get there. And we're on a steep hill here. And we need to keep them munching. And look at that. That's the Welsh Valleys down there. Absolutely fabulous. Roads are all over the show as well, dead uneven, even though it's tarmac. Never get bored of these people, never get bored of them. Every turn you go round is fabulous. Look at this, wow. I'm actually speechless. I've actually sat there for about 10 minutes just changing my battery over and not a car went past in that time. That van was the first thing that passed. But you want to ride into Wales, forget Drakeford, forget your 20 mile an hour, look at this. And it's, you know, a bit dull, a bit of overcast here today. But it still is fantastic. I think to the left there is Snowdome here. The little Himmy flies it. She handles the bends really, really well. Fifth gear. Not intimidating. Just controlling the bike with the throttle, not even touching the brakes. The engine braking on this bike will do a lot of it for you. Getting just off now, I don't know what bend's coming up there, how tight it is. Looking to the left there to see how far round it goes. Oh. I'm just not going to have the battery to show you all of this. Fabulous. The B4391 this is, for anyone that wants to know. And this probably have been a grid there. It's going to have been a fell road at some stage in its life that's been properly tarmac. Still a quite uneven road, people, as well, just to let you know. A lot of these roads. Well, I'm hoping I've just put you on the power bank with the battery in the camera. because some of the roads there are just, they've got to be recorded. These are just absolutely fabulous. Oh, I could come out here every day. Back brake, absolutely stunning. Off the throttle, back on it, dragging out the bend, dragging it to the centre, off the throttle, brake. And you know, learning to ride a bike as well is just probably the best thing, is a bike like this, because it won't damage you too quickly, because it hasn't got loads of juice to actually do that. But it'll teach you how to ride the bend, use your brake. Like I say, a lot of my braking is done on my back brake, and that keeps the front forks even. Like now, just a touch on the back brake, and now I'm accelerating out the bend, and I'm looking at the road, and I'm looking for a straight line, really, is what I'm looking for. It's clear there now, so I'm going to use the other side of the road. Off with the throttle, you can see it's going to the right. And this bit of road is really boring compared to what I've just been down, people. That coming down that mountain was absolutely untrue. We've only got 6 miles left, and I think a lot of people know where we're going. The wind is building up now. It's absolutely beautiful, people. It is absolutely. If you enjoy riding motorcycles like I do, you'll get me feeling the way I feel now. If you don't, you won't. But I'll tell you what, you're missing out. And I say to me, missus, when she says, if you could do it all again, what would you do different? And I said, nothing. Been lucky in life. Like I say to people, not been rich, but I've been rich in other ways. And this is, to me, like a jackpot. To come out and see this, to actually have the ability to see it, to ride it, to touch it, to feel it, to have that wind that you can hear howling through this microphone, blowing on your cheeks, the smell of the country air, and there is country air here. You know, even that nest up there, that crow's nest, you know, the little things. Where's that go? A lake. I like lakes. I like that. That looks a nice one. Should we do a left here? You know something? I think we're going to do a left here, to be honest. Is where we're going. And we all know what lake this is. It's Bal. Now, if I'm on the right side of it, which I think I am, fantastic place to camp here as well, with little camping places down the bottom. Lovely place. Pardon me. And the locals must love this road. I've never done it in real winter, but I could imagine it is absolute fun. Now that's a miniature railway that you can get on to go around Bal Lake, just if you don't know. There's different points where you can jump on it. Let's just get past in there. We can get through, we can't. And I certainly don't want to be behind driving Miss Daisy all the way up here, because where we're going now is sublime. And like I say, people who've been up there on bikes, this will definitely be a big biker's track. Now, is it this one? Is it this one? I can't remember. Is it this one? Or does that go to the house? No, that goes to the house. It's the next one, I think. It's easy to miss. Oh, it's not actually, because it's on a slight bend. But look at that, people. And I'll tell you what I get as well. That's the one side I do get with this Himi. There's no adjustable on the clutch there. It's too far away from me. I need to actually make that come in a little bit further, because it doesn't have to pull on your tendons. Look at this, people. Are you saying you wouldn't like to come down here? Well, that was it then, it's not that. I wouldn't mind going up it though and seeing where it goes. I think it's just right at the end on the bend. There's a little fell roll that goes off to the left, and we're going up them mountains there. And the views are absolutely to die for. And you know something, you're going to see how well the Himalayan gets up a Himalayan hill, because it is steep. I didn't remember it being this far across, to be honest, but I haven't been up it for a while, so you go past a little farm, I think, here on the right. Not that one. I don't think it's that one. Or is it that one? It may be that one. Oh, that's not good. Road ahead closed. I'm bloody lost, people. I'm bloody lost. I thought that was it, actually. Actually thought that was it. No. So it's back there. It is that one. Let's just go a little bit further on, just in case. I think it's that left-hand turn that we went past. Oh, well, is it? Is it? I haven't been down here for a long time, so just feeling my way around. Yeah, I think it's a little bit further on because the lake's still on our side. When it comes to the end of the lake, I don't know why, I thought it was shorter to that road. Oh, it's stunning, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And Bal used to be, years ago, really a busy little town. Really busy little town. Don't know what it's like now. You normally, it used to always be like boats out on there, but I suppose it is midweek, isn't it? It's Thursday, so anyone with common sense isn't going to be out in this. The farmer collecting his sheep, or giving them food. Well, I'll tell you what. Don't tell me I don't take you on good places. This is fabulous. Let's hope the battery holds out, and we'll get you up in an even better place. Which I'd say it's going to be extremely windy by the looks of this. And you have got to be careful on this road because cars coming the other way. Yeah, we're still not at the turn off where we need to, remember that there. Because the road goes round to the right and takes you back round Bal if you want to carry on, or you carry on straight up on this fell road, which takes you over, I think, towards Conway and that way. Well, in that direction, which is the way we'll be going. There it is. That's where we're going. Dinas Madawadawara, wherever it is. Madawe. It is a road for the gods. When you get up there, you'll see. So we're going this way. Don't come up here in a 7.5 tonner, you're not going to make it. Whatever Roman decided to make this road, they made it spot on. And the first time we ever come up it was just a case of, oh, where does that go? And that was taking my nephew out, and he was on my, I think he was on my CBF 500 then, and I was on my black MC 750, my older one, the middle one of the two, the 19 plate. And it is absolutely, you have to concentrate on it though, people. You really do have to concentrate on this road. But it is absolutely fabulous. They don't come much better. And especially when you get to the top. I'm just keeping enough revs on the Hemi to get me up. The GoPro doesn't show how steep this is, but it is steep. And you've got to actually watch out for sheep, because there was a lot of sheep as well that dive across the roads a bit further on. Proper Welsh farmers, these boyos. Look at that, wow. That's a farmhouse, isn't it? So you don't think the Himalayan is any good? It can't take you anywhere? Is that your thoughts? Well, you'd be so wrong, wouldn't you? It's absolutely bloody fabulous. As I say, every bike has a different feel to it. And some you just know that you and like they're not even, I've gone down a gear, I've braked, I've not even had to touch the clutch. It's untrue. Bikes there. You could imagine this in the winter time when the snow's there, that'd be great fun. Or ice, and I bet you get ice there. Wow. And I think we're heading up now, people, even further. And just remember roads, I mean these roads are not difficult to ride. You know, anyone at any level can ride these roads. They're not like doing off-tracking roads. They're just narrow and steep. Bit gravelly in the middle, you've got to be careful with the loose gravel and the dirt that's left on them by the farmers. Other than that, they're a pleasure to ride, really. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot further than what I remember it being. I always thought it was a little bit shorter than this, getting to the get to near the summit. I don't remember it being this long, but it is. Little things like this barn comes back to light now, and we went past this, and there's a steep hill with loads of trees on the right hand side of it. There's the trees there. Right by the side of Bal Lake, you follow this, and oh my god, I mean it's worth a ride out. I wouldn't make the effort to do this if I didn't think it was worth it, and I've done it before, so that's how good it is. I think in about 4 years I've done it 3 times. It's just, and here we go, look at this, wow. Should have stopped there and got a picture. That would have been a brilliant picture. And that's the thing, sometimes you're going too fast even on this. Even on the Himalayan you're riding too fast. There we go now. Uphill, you can see it, and that's downhill. I can tell you that is downhill, people. Downhill. Don't slip, because you're going down. This is absolutely bloody fabulous. If you're scared of heights, don't bother, because you won't like it at all. As I say, you won't like it. Even that's making me a bit queasy there. Oh, that is a bit... Do you know something? It's absolutely, look at it, it's stunning. You're as high as the birds. Look at that. I don't remember this being here actually when I last came. I think they've put this up. I don't remember. Maybe it was. I can't remember this. This being here. All the fencing. So maybe they've put that up recently. Or maybe I'm just getting Alzheimer's. But that's what I say, it's absolutely hideously, the drops are hideous here. They're fabulous. What's that saying there? I don't know what it means. And this is where the Himalayan is. Freaking fabulous. Look at this. Oh my god. I'm sorry, people. We have got to stop. We have just got to stop. I mean, to be honest, it gets even better. It gets even better further up as we go round. I don't want to fall into that big pond there. Oh, look at that there! Oh, I nearly went down there. I'll tell you, I nearly went down there. Wales, absolutely stunning. You know, if you're a painter, just come here, do a bit of painting. Bloody hell. It is astounding. It's a rarity getting that on the first time. And it's fresh up here today. Look all them tracks, so you imagine on your bike on them. Wouldn't they be fun? Your KTMs, look at them all the way down there. Up there. Oh my lordy, lordy. So, put in the comments, are you gonna make the effort and ride out here? Are you gonna try it? Have you ever been on it? Do you think it's any good? I can just see that one there, that farm track. Can you see it? That'd be absolutely fabulous, wouldn't it? That's it, that's where that TRF comes in. Let's keep this Hemi rolling. Until my battery runs out on my card. And when we get to the top and we go through the gates, wait until you see that view. Oh, dearie me. There's Molly. And these roads are uneven on these. They're just tarmacked over rock, basically. That's all they've done. And I can see daylight there where that crosses the sign. Wow. So the first time you ever ride this, do you want to go down there on your bike? I'll give that one a miss. Although it goes somewhere, doesn't it? If you had a lighter enduro, I'd give it a go. And here we go, people. When we go through here, watch this for a view. In fact, you know what? I wonder where they go there. Do you know something? I'm just going to I'm going to pull up here because I've never even noticed this sign, you know. So it's Snowdonia National Park. That is where we're at. And it don't get much better, does it? Willichi Gross. Is that the way you pronounce it? I'm sure the Welsh will tell me. But I know I'm going to do a bit of rock climbing. This is going to be fun. This is a lot steeper than what you think it is, people. A lot steeper. Should have took the bike up here, shouldn't I? I'm literally crawling here. That's the exercise for the year. What's up here? Wow. Just a lot more wind. And there is a track here. Where that track goes. As you can hear by the wind. Nothing like a bit of exercise when you've done a bit. Well, now you know where it goes. Absolutely nowhere. So if you're going to take your bike up here, you could do that quite easy actually, and spin it round. If you wanted to have a bit of bravery, go up here and up onto there, take a picture of your bike on the top. I'm going to give that one a miss. And the little beastie's done well, hasn't she? She's got us where I needed to go. Like I say, never get fed up of coming here. is absolutely fabulous. But I'll tell you something, people, it's cold out here today. It is proper cold. It's the first time that my gloves have been off. The cold is getting through to my hands. But just listen to it. It doesn't get any more peaceful, does it? You know, if you want a bit of solace time, I'm thinking to yourself, you could even come up here in your car, sit here with your picnic, and just chill out. And you'd absolutely love it. Let's get the beastie back on the road, and let's wait until we go over the top now. You've still got to see the other side of the mountain. Which done it for me as well. Not gone through the gate yet. Just as we go round this bend here now. And that's, it's not as steep as the hard knot, but it's still steep. Just gently on the back brake, down a gear. Look at that, people. What do you think? What do you actually think? I've not been that way, actually. I've been that way, but I've not been that way. So I don't know where that goes. Look at that for a view. Do you know something? I want to take you down there, but I've been there. And I can always come back up, can't I? Let's go this way. Where's this going to take me? I love it. Please, camera, stay on. Stay on. Oh. As I say, I've never been on this road, people. Wow. Just, it's untrue. Just, you lucky Welsh people. It's got to be parallel with the other road, hasn't it? Or is it even better? Palace. Wow. This is the sheep road, isn't it? And it's going downhill already. Well, I don't know where it goes, like I say. So what you're seeing is what I'm seeing for the first time. Unless you've been on it before. And I'll tell you what, this one's going to be a lot more tricky than the other one. You can tell. The camber on it, there isn't a camber on it, it's left, right, it's all over the show here. This is fabulous. So I think that other one was a B road and this is an A road. And we're taking me further into the hillside, isn't it? And this Hemi just eats it up for fun, this. It's actually, the suspension is nicer on this than the NC on these type of roads. It swallows it up better. Oh, so I wonder, that road where it said turning right. Remember when I said to you when I was going down and it said turn right? I wonder if that's where this leads. I've got a feeling that's where this may lead. But whatever, it's slippy. And look at the little gullies in the side. It's a proper slippery road, people. So take your time on it. It's cracking, absolutely. Love it. They give you the jitterbugs when they're like that. Gee. What a road. What an absolute road. I actually can't tell you how excited I am riding this, because I've not ridden it before. I've never been on it. And I'll tell you now, it's not smooth road, people. There isn't, it's not a flat surface on this road. You can see it, look at the angle of it. You just got to really, you really don't realise how lethal some roads can be. Just because they look like a road and they look like they're dead easy to ride. If you're on 4 tyres, you're fine. This is steep. What a road. This is, ah. And this is what happens, you see. Like, you come out and you don't go a certain way and you don't think anything of it. And this is, without doubt, for me, a fabulous road. Look at this, wow. It's like Grizzly Adams, this, isn't it? It's taking you in the middle of nowhere. And like I say, the GoPro people doesn't lay this out for you how steep this is. This is steep. I'm looking at views. Oh, I don't know what it is with running more. There we go. Whoa! Gently on the back brake there. I'd normally fly through them if I went far from home, because I'm not bothered about being wet, but it is cold today, so I am not going to get extremely cold and wet. We're 2-hour ride home, roughly. Oh, do you know something? Oh, I'm sorry. I done it last time, didn't I? I went past it. This must be its brother or its sister. You know something? You miss things because you go past a little bit too quick, and they're worth stopping for. Just the sound. Just the sound of silence, the sound of water like that. Go away. Absolutely, people. It really doesn't get any better. Do you know, you think in the 80s and the 90s there wasn't smartphones, there wasn't GoPro cameras. You know, when I was young, it was a case of if you wanted a photograph doing, you took the picture with the Polaroid, then you took it to the shop, you had it developed. You could do about 24 photos, I think, or 40 photos, and it was about £4, which was a lot in them days to do them. The ability what you've got now with smartphones, with GoPro cameras, with cameras, you'd be silly not to document your life. You know, I think if anything, where I'd say, what am I jealous of you for, is the technology that they're going to have in the future. And if they use it correctly, what benefits it'll bring them. For their old age, for, you know, you being a 20 or 30-year-old, you document what you're doing and where you're going. You'll be able to pull that up easily. Oh, not again. I do hate. Oh, I do hate doing this. It drives me frigging nuts. I always put my keys in my left hand pocket, and I always put my left hand glove on first, then I can't get my keys out. Keyless ignition is what you want. Dearie me. Well, I hope you're enjoying this. I've took you where I wanted to take you, to see that view and take you up that road. Another day we'll take you down that road the other way. Unless this comes to like a dead end and we have to turn around, then we'll go back down it. And I've definitely, one change I'm going to make to this bike, I'm going to change that clutch. Because it's too far away from my hand. So it's starting to pull on my tendons on my hand. So I don't know whether people who have got these, whether you have the same issue, unless you've got very long fingers. So done just short of 100 miles now, 4 miles off 100 miles from starting out. These roads are definitely slippy as they come. I mean, this Hemi does really handle them well. So it is, obviously, there's a little road off to the left that you can take. And I bet you if we come down to the bottom of it now, we go right and then we go back out towards the way we come in. And if we go left, we'll go back up that same hill again. And to be damned honest with you, either one of them are good again. But this road is, this is fabulous. Oh, is it taking me on the other side? Where's it taking me? Yeah, because Bala would be on my... So we'd been... Let's just see where we are now. Is there a road up there? Maybe not. That is definitely Bal Lake ahead of... Well, I think it's Bal Lake. Unless it's a different lake, people. I know, because when we went up the hill, Bala's behind us, so it doesn't matter how we're looking at it. We're going to, yeah. So, right, where are we going now? Bala 10 miles. So where's that going now? Lake Drive down to top visitor centre. Do you know somewhere? I don't know where we are. I really honestly don't know where we are. I think we're going to do, I think we're just going to do right. I know one thing. It's bloody fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. Oh, does this take you to that bridge? Ah. Yeah, you see loads of people stopping here. We come up to a big dam, don't it? And I think over the other side are the waterfalls. Ah, I think I know where I am now. Don't know the name of the road, but it's fabulous. I know we go over a bridge here. There's a big bridge that we go across. We can go left across it, which we're going to do. Absolutely fabulous, people. What a day. What an absolute glorious ride out on a Himalayan 411, the older one and the best one. And do you know something? Not had a glitch on it. I've had one hill, I would say, which was a main road, a main A road, which was going uphill, going towards Whitchurch, which was a bit tedious. And that's all it was a bit tedious. But for doing this, nah, there's not. It's as good as anything. It's as good as a GS 1300. It's as good as a C50 Cup. It's fabulous. Yeah, it's a massive reservoir. Don't know the name of it. We'll find out in a second. It's on the map there. Loads of yous will know it. Have a stretch on my back. Oh, look at that one there. Could have gone up there. Where does that go? Well, he's braver than me cycling that, that's for certain. These roads are slippy, people, I tell you. You can see the leaves packed onto the side there. They're spread out across the road. How good is this? Not a car in sight. And that is a mass of water, that, isn't it? I think this was, if I'm right, this reservoir was actually made in about, I think it was the 40s. It may be this one where they actually, there was lots of villages that were in there and they flooded them. And they didn't give them a choice. There was a massive uprise over it. Maybe right, maybe wrong. I know there was a couple of Welsh valleys that they flooded to actually to keep water like this. You know, you look at what they did. The politicians in them days, they were corrupt as they come, but the engineering and the thoughts behind what they did, you know, was well ahead of its time. Without these reservoirs now, Britain would be struggling for water all over the show. You'd be digging wells. So there was some common sense behind what they did. You know, the sad thing is, it's the future generations that gain from it, not the original ones. The original ones were put through hell. And back in them days, there was absolutely no arguing. Your petition was a truncheon around the back of your head. Oh, I missed that. That was stunning as well, weren't it? Oh. I honestly don't think it gets any better than this, people. It just, you know, if you come out to ride your bike and you want somewhere nice to ride, it just, oh, every corner you're going around, it's just, stunning. I was pretty certain that there was a bridge that goes across here. Oh, look at this. Do you know I hate this? Fell in. Hundreds of years of trees. Hundreds of years cut down for greed. And it'll take hundreds of years before them trees start helping us again. They're just, man is a vile creature, he really is. Yeah, there's the bridge. Is that red spruce that is classed as? Already coloured on it? It's absolutely fabulous. Yeah, you can see the bridge is a bit further on because you can see that from the bridge across. I don't know what it is actually. It's basically been dammed off, hasn't it? Well, I hope you're still enjoying it. Because I am. And that's all that matters, people, I'm sorry to say. Oh, we've met a car, one car. Amazing. You're going to have some views, mate. You're going to love that. Yeah, there's the stone bridge that I was thinking of. I knew there was one. I've been across this once in my life. And it's probably been photographed so many times. But I can tell you now, people will never get fed up photographing this bridge. It's stunning. You know, we'll do it from somewhere that it may not have been photographed from. Absolutely beautiful. So we're 2 hours. It's not quite like Richie V's Morocco tour, but you know something? For me, it's as good as. It's as good as anywhere you go on a motorcycle. You know, the only difference is things look different. It's the enjoyment when you're on that bike, enjoying it. That counts. That's what really counts. Because I could be in Morocco now and I wouldn't be any happier. In fact, to be honest, I'd probably be truthful about it. I feel more secure in my own country, so I'll probably enjoy this more. Look at this, people. And there's parks and benches down there on that side. stunning place, absolutely stunning, isn't it? Wow. Like I say, people have seen this many times. I've seen this on many videos. It's been on one of mine. It's fabulous. The build quality of it, the people that built this were true tradesmen. Right, we'll head home, people. How much better can it get? Wow. And I remember the roads going up to it, it's absolutely fabulous, even going up these sweeping bends. Even these B roads, they're fabulous, aren't they? Well, it's been a fairly long video. You've had a bit of a spell of me getting lost. Who, when? Which was really good. Found a really nice cafe. And then we've been to the Bal Lake and we've been to that reservoir. We found another road which was fabulous. That's a dedicated walker for you. To the right. Remember this, you go up a hill, a really sharp left-hand bend as you go up it. And she's definitely in for a wash when she gets back. And the Himi 411 does what it says on the tin. Goes anywhere where you point it, and that's the truth of it. So if your plan is to get one, you will not regret it at all, because look at this hill. Second gear, third gear, and he'll just keep them pulling up. Won't pull up like a superbike. It's building up speed, and it's steep, this hill. It's not. It always sounds like it needs oil in it. It's the way it sounds, but it doesn't. And I've got to say, people, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself today. I've had an absolute fabulous ride. One that To be quite honest with you, should try doing yourself. And this bike, it rides so well in the bends. Like I say, it's not no sports bike. It's not the best road handling bike in the world. But at a nice pace, it just does the job properly. And this is why you do it. To see this lot. Fabulous. And I think at that, we're going to say ta-ra. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Even if you haven't and you've watched and you commented, I really do appreciate it. And I really do hope, if you've got a bike, doesn't matter what bike you've got, get out on it and come out here. You know, taking the notice of the 20 mile an hour speed limits and all the propaganda, you can still drive here. Not all the roads are 20. Like you can see, you can thoroughly enjoy it. And some roads you won't even do 20 on, and you'll enjoy it even more. At that, Birchwood Biker, thank you for watching. Ride safe, be kind to others, and with luck, they'll be kind to you. See you on the next one. Ta-ra.